Hello, New Apple Times here, welcome to a new video. And as you know, yesterday was the WWDC Keynote, where Apple released iOS 11 and many other things, but mainly iOS 11. And guess what? I have it installed in my iPhone, the first beta. So we're going to take a look at some new features and changes with regards to iOS 10 that I have discovered and see what they're for. So yeah, let's dive into it. Okay, so first we're going to start by unlocking both devices. So this one has iOS 11, the one in the red case, and this one is iPhone 5 that only supports iOS 10. So if we press here, no major change, but if we unlock both devices, you see this animation that's just different, as well as many other animations such as opening apps in general. The animation is different, the same for closing them. And yeah, so first we're going to start with the Notes app. Leave this aside for the moment. And here what we have is so this is actually the list of features I'm going to show you today. The beta is pretty laggy, especially in the iPhone 5s, but it's a developer beta, so it's normal. So first what we can do here is scan document, and this thing is killer. I mean, this thing's great, because if I take any piece of paper here, like that, well actually I might not have space. We're placing it there, so you see it automatically detects it, and it takes a picture automatically. And in a moment, as I said, it's a little bit laggy, we do have the document here. So this time it wasn't really good, but mainly everything's here. So that's pretty awesome actually, and it's a really useful feature. Also in Notes we have a new, so we go out of here, discard. Also in Notes we have the ability to include tables. So if I just go to type, you see the symbol here, and to create a table. So now you can add different rows, I'm not sure exactly how, and different columns here. I don't know what happened, but anyway, you can create tables. Also with the iPad and the Apple Pencil you can now write in with your handwriting. And as I said in the video yesterday, the pencil will detect the system will detect your handwriting and scan what you've written. So if you look for it in Spotlight, for example, it will appear. So next is a subtle difference, which is the black keyboard. So here you can see the keyboard. Before it was like this one, with all the letters were in black, and the outer perimeter of each button was in gray. Now the whole thing is gray, so that's cool. And next I'm gonna bring this thing in, and we will make a call. You see the different call interface with the gray buttons. So that's it for the calls. I'm gonna start disturbing my friends. Next is the phone app itself. So if we jump here, you might see that the favorites, for example, well, no favorites here, but they have changed. The name is now in bold, as well as all these things here you will see all throughout the system. And if you scroll down, it just goes like the bar here. So that's from the music app in iOS 10, and that's also throughout the whole system. So next, the recents, also in bold. As I said, that this here, the big title as well. The contacts, new icon here, and in general, well, it's mainly the same. The search bar is different. The keyboard is also quite different, and the voicemail, not even gonna try it because I've never used it. Next is the calculator. You might see a difference in the icons, and it's throughout the whole app. So that's it like that. And if I go like this, there's the expanded version. Next is the App Store and iTunes. As you may see, the logos are different for the App Store and especially for iTunes. And in the case of iTunes, it's just a logo, but in the App Store, if we dive right into it, you see that everything's changed. So this was shown in the keynote. This is the home, the start page, and here you have a special category for games, for apps, of course the updates, and search. So that's pretty different as how it was before. And the next thing is, well, the animations. You have been seeing them throughout the video. They have changed quite a bit. And next is the notification center. So as for now, if I swipe down, I see all my notifications here. But now what happens is that it takes you to the lock screen. And in the note screen you can see the recent notifications. And if you scroll down here, you see your older notifications. So in the end it's basically the same, but it's changed. Notice if I scroll up, we're back to the page where we should be. Also the rich notifications, if I go to the top, well, usually what I had to do in the non-3D touch devices was click here and click reply. But here what I can do is just like if I was 3D touching, but without 3D. So that same thing of the 3D touch applies to the new redesigned and awesome control center. So this is the one you know, and this is the new control center in iOS 11. So as you can see, there's a lot of things, and the good news is that all of these icons down here are fully customizable, so you can choose whether to display them or not, or even the place. So that's pretty neat. Here we have some really interesting things. We'll begin up here. You see the cellular data and the Bluetooth and airplane mode and Wi-Fi, but if I 3D touch, I get also AirDrop and personal hotspot. So if I tap down, well, we will leave this aside for the moment. I can also see the music here, also 3D touch, music, the brightness, the volume are controlled by, there we go, controlled via these things here. Of course AirPlay, if you 3D touch, you see your Apple TV there. And here begins the fun. So this has changed. This now turns yellow when you use the flashlight. The timer here, if you 3D touch, you get start. HomeKit, you get the same. Well, if you tap to any of them, you will go to the app itself. So as I was saying, HomeKit, if you 3D touch, you get the same toggle as you got before. And the camera, you can choose, well, to take photo. And here begins the interesting stuff. For example, the Apple TV remote. You can search for your Apple TV and it will be your full remote just from here. You don't even have to download the app because I don't have it downloaded. The calculator, nothing there. This is the Do Not Disturb While Driving, which is a new feature that detects whether you're driving and sets up Do Not Disturb. Also, this here is for accessibility. And one of my favorite things, the low power mode can be switched from here, which is awesome. Also zoom, the notes, this is a quick access to notes. We will leave this one for the last because it's the most interesting one in my opinion. You can change the font size, the stopwatch here, you can start the stopwatch or the timer. The voice memos and wallet, it's also a quick access. So this one, which I left for the end, if you 3D touch on it, you will see start recording, and this is to start recording your display. So it's a pretty cool thing that we couldn't do before, but now we can, and it's pretty nice. So overall, a pretty cool control center. So next we will go to Safari, which also has a couple new features. We will see the iOS 10 meanwhile. And boom. So here, as you can see, the whole page is different. Well, the whole thing here is different, and the scrolling is also better. So this is a really subtle difference, but you really notice it when you start using it, and it's pretty cool. And basically that's it. I don't know if you realize the loading bar, which is now changed a bit, and that's it for Safari. So next is that the Videos app and the iCloud Drive app disappeared. Not sure what happened with the Videos app, but with iCloud Drive app we got Files. So Files, in the keynote they showed it, is an app to concentrate all your files in one place. So here, for example, these are files from my Mac, and I have them here. And if I go here to Locations, I can see iCloud Drive, my iPhone, and the recently deleted ones. And in the keynote they showed that you can also add Dropbox, Google Drive and all that to this, but I haven't figured out how to add them yet. The Files app has a new widget, which is this, but I didn't see anything here yet, so nothing to see here. Also in the widgets view, if I go here and I go here, you will realize that the date is no longer here. Also, if I go here and activate low power mode, it will be shown in the widgets battery, the battery widget with the yellow color. So that's nice. Another thing, subtle difference, is the points here have been replaced by these bars that were from iOS 6 to prior, and here I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but the whole the battery icon is kind of different. It's a subtle difference, but it's there. So what else we have here? Screenshots. If I take a screenshot, it's there, and I can mark it, so I can draw stuff. Not sure what this is for. I can even erase stuff. I can do many things, and the best thing about it is I can share it from here if I want to share it to someone, and I can even crop it right here. And when I click done, I can choose, please, whether to keep it or to delete it. So in this case I want to delete it, and it's a pretty convenient feature because many times you just want to take a screenshot to share it to some friend, and then you have to go through the Photos app, deleting tons of screenshots, so that's pretty convenient. Another thing is the multitasking. So you already know the one from iOS 10, but now there's one for iOS 11, which is mainly the same, but we just don't get this home here. So next thing we can do here is a pretty nice feature that is, you already know this one, which is to change the apps here. But if I hold this one pressed and with my other hand I go pressing different apps, they do add to the ones I have selected. You see number 2 right there. Tap this one, please. Oh crap. So we'll try again. We have this one here, we tap that one, tap that one, tap that one, and I can move them all at once. The next one is the search results that have changed. So if I jump to the other iPhone to see the comparison, we can search here, and we'll search for photos, and photos. You can see the different views here. We get first the Photos app, and then many other things, whereas here you have this here and then all that there. And next is Siri. So Siri is a little bit laggy here, but we'll try to get it done. If I invoke Siri, you see that there. Hola. So sorry, but I have it in Spanish.
Buenas Buenas tardes, David.
So this is here. You see the change in the interface, and also in these older iPhones you don't see it, but the whole language is changed. I mean the whole accent and pronunciation, so it's more natural now. Not in this one though. Next we will jump to settings to show you some new stuff there. So if we jump here, you can see how the iPhone 5 is faster than the iPhone 5s. So again, here we got that one, and if we jump back to Control Center, you see how you can customize everything that we saw down there. So if I want, for example, to delete this one, I can, and it won't be shown. So that's pretty nice. Finally, a customizable Control Center. Users have been asking for it since iOS 7, when the Control Center first came up. So the main thing here, well, Siri and Search are now one single thing instead of Siri. And yeah, but the main thing here, if we jump to General, and General is iPhone storage. Before it was iCloud and storage, now it's iPhone storage by itself. So here you can see many stuff loading, which is the total amount of storage I have used, and it was 60 gigabytes used a while ago. Don't know what happened. And those things that are loading, here they are. They just show you ways to get more storage. So for example, if I upload all my photos to iCloud Photo Library, I can save 7 gigs. If I auto delete all conversations, I can save 300 megabytes. And if I get the messages in iCloud, I can also gain some extra space. So that's pretty nice. And also down here, if I go to shutdown, you will see an option in general settings to shut down the iPhone. So yep, that's a pretty weird thing, but it's there. Finally, to finish, I want to jump to the timer to show you that now you can time it even for seconds. So I can set a timer for 1 second, and it's done. So kind of stupid to do that, but maybe you want to do it for 4.5 minutes. Now you can. Okay, so while editing the video, I realized some other stuff that I didn't show you and that I discovered now. And the first one is in the Watch app. We of course get the new face gallery. Well, this little icon right here has changed, and in the App Store, I'm actually not quite sure of this, I may be discovering something new. And yep, the Apple Watch App Store was also redesigned, but here we get the new watch faces for watchOS 4, but including the Siri one and the Kaleidoscope one. But if I try to add it, I need to have watchOS 4 to add it to my Apple Watch. In the settings, if I go to here, scroll down, and the photos and camera settings are now split into two. Before it was photos and camera. I'm gonna show you right here. So here they are, photos and camera all in ones. Now they're split into two, and of course the video settings are no longer here because there's no longer videos app. Okay, so actually I realized some other things, and they're regarded to messages. So if I jump to messages, the whole app store is displayed right here. So here I can see my apps. If I scroll it, they get bigger, and if I choose one of them, then the whole app thing opens. Also in messages, if I type something, hi, you know this here, well, apparently there are two new ones that are full screen, which is this one, send with echo, and send with spotlight. So these are some new effects for sending messages in iMessage. Okay, so this was everything I had to show you for now. I will probably do one more video like this one soon if I discover more features which are relevant. And yeah, also stay tuned for more videos coming this week about WWDC. And yeah, if you have any question about something that you I don't know if it happens or doesn't happen. Please feel free to leave it down in the comments and I will do my best to answer. So yeah, that's it. Please rate, comment and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.